Okay, dear friends, I'm back. Today, I'd like to showcase the machine of Lamb on the Hackthebox. And to be honest, I was pretty much lost when I did this presentation the first time, even frustrated sometimes. So I think in this video, not only I will show you the right or the correct part of this presentation, but also I will show you the entire, and also I think from my point of view is the standard methodology when we do such similar penetration. So okay, without further ado, let's just get started. To save time, I have already spawned this machine earlier, and I then like to use the Pentesting, which is online payload OS provided by the Hackthebox to do this presentation. Of course, before we move on, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. This will help me very much on the YouTube robots. So now let's get switched over to Hackthebox viewer. As you can see, I have already done the Nmap scanning with options like scene scan, the virtual scan, default script scan, and also the comprehensive scan. So these are results. The first one, the first open port is 21, which is running FTP, and also the actual version information. And also this target allows anonymous login. So later we need to check on this. And the next one is 22, which is running SSH service. And also the actual version information. As we know, this version doesn't have any vulnerability. Of course, you also can use the like search sprite utility to make a research on that. And the next two open ports are used by Samba service, and also the version information. Yeah, this information is very important. And the last one is 3632. And I think this is very weird surface, which I'm not so familiar with it. Anyway, so also because I did the script-based scan, but nothing very much here. So what we are going to do next, as I mentioned in the other videos, if the target has the file sharing or file transferring service like FTP, like Samba, such a service must, or I strongly recommend to become our first order of objectives. Okay? So now I try to log in to the target via not SSH, but FTP instead, because we have already know that this target allows anonymous login. But when we log in, nothing there, empty. We do not get any information. So now let's quit. But you know, we need to use the search sprite utility to see whether this application or this service has a vulnerability. But the version number is 2.3 and 4. As you can see, I think when I did this machine the first time, when I know that I knew that this version has a backdoor command execution. Even the Metasploit has module which can work for this vulnerability. I was a bit excited because this would be very easy. We can launch our console, Metasploit console, and we wait for this to be completed. And we can search VSFTPD, because at this moment we didn't get the module name. So we can make a copy of this path of the module. We can make a copy and we can use this module. We can leave the payload to default 1 and we can show options. And I think we just, there is only one field we must specify is remote hosts. Okay, and the remote port number 21. We do not need to change that. Okay, so now we can run. Although, yeah, at this point, it's so straightforward. Yeah, because the version has the vulnerability. And even the backdoor, the remote execution vulnerability. But here, it says need to specify the password. So I didn't get the password yet. So unknown password. Maybe I can run again. Run. And at the same time, we can make a research on this exploit. As you can see, this one, exploit database, has exploit code. And this one is in Python. This is a Python script. Let's go back to our viewer. Yeah, no session was created. So it failed. So now let's quit this session of the Metasploit. And even when I did this machine the first time, I downloaded this Python script and try to get or try to exploit this vulnerability. From the vulnerability or this script itself, we don't need to specify the password. As you can see, this is this is user and this is a password. But I can tell you, this Python script cannot work as well. So of course, I do not want to do this at this moment. If you wish, you can try yourself. So I think now the VSTBD, we can get the Nmap scanning results. We have already done everything what we can for the FTP surface, but nothing useful we can get or retrieve. And also when I did the virtual machine, this machine, the first time, I tried to make research on this one. Because this one is very, this is not very popular from my viewpoint surface, but anyway, we can make a search. And can use the search exploit to see whether there is vulnerability, but nothing there. So what can we do? Maybe we have another service, and which is related to this file sharing as well, the Samba service. So for the Samba service, if the target has a Samba service running, the first thing we need to check is if we can use the SMB client to make enumeration. And the option is capital L and the IP address of the target. But it says protocol negotiation failed. So we cannot enumerate any information from the Samba surface. So I think when I did this machine the first time, I was lost, pretty much lost at this point. So, but do you remember that we already know the Samba surface, the version, yeah, this one. So maybe we need to use the Google search engine to look for whether this version of Samba has other vulnerabilities. So we can, for example, we can Samba exploit. As you can see, this one, Rapid 7, the username, we can open up this link. As you can see, the Metasprite has a module, and the name is user name, a map, script, command execution. Yeah, very exciting. I think if you can get to here, okay. And this is the Python script. Sorry about that again. This is the module name, and also it's a full pass. So as you can see, this command execution vulnerability affects the version from 3.0.20 through 3.0.25, and we have already know that the version of the Samba of the target, so it matches. So I think this one can work for our target or for our situation, for our environment. And we need to launch the Metasprite console again, and we can make a copy of the module name. So we just wait for this to be loaded up, and we can directly, we do not need to search the module, because we have already got sorry, not this one. We need to copy to the clipboard, and then from here, from the clipboard, and paste in here, and then we can show we can use this one. We can show options. And we need to set the local host to our IP address. I need to confirm the IP address of my own machine. Yeah, this one is correct. So now we need to set the local port number. I'd like to change it to 555, which is my favorite port number. Of course, you can leave it as it is, or the default one. And also we need to set the remote host to our target. And the remote port number, we do not need to modify. And I think I have already configured all required fields. Let's run to see what happened. Yeah, started reverse TCP handler. Yeah, command shell session opened, which means that it's working perfect. And now we can check the ID. Even we got the root shell, the root privilege. So if you can get the way the process will be very, very easy and very straightforward. But I think the entire process will be very complicated. So we can get to the root directory, and we can get or retrieve the root flag. Of course, if you want to get the user flag, we can do that as well. For example, we can there is just only one normal user, and we can list the content, and then we can get the user flag here, no problem. So that's all. I'd like to go through this machine with a complete way. I hope you can enjoy from this video, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye.